Hi guys, welcome to my channel. If you're new here, my name is Kyra, and here on my channel we are all about real makeup for real life and real people. We're just here to have fun with makeup and learn together along the way, so let's get into it. Today's video is my monthly Shop My Stash video. If you're new to Shop My Stash, what it means is going into your makeup collection, picking a few products that you would like to focus on for the month, using, loving, figuring out. For me, this is a special little challenge now that I have 3 project pans going on. I have the 21 pans in 2021 project with my girl Angela from Beauty and Life with Angela, as well as the monochromatic year project pan with the Fantastic Ladies created by Carli Fab here on YouTube, as well as the Partners in Creme 2021 project created by Delyn from Outward Processing and Steph Lyons. So today we're going to be picking out just a few additional products to sort of round off what I already have in projects. I'm back to showing the selection process this month, so I hope you'll enjoy that as well. Also, if you're curious about any standout products, good, bad, or otherwise, I always cover that in the month in review video, which is the video that you would have seen yesterday. I always do that video on the last day of the month, and in that video is where I cover any products that were standouts. Like I said, bad standout, good standout. You never know, but I will link my month in review for February down below for you in case you missed that video. And I will also link my Project Panning 2021 playlist in case you need to catch up on any of those projects. But with all of that said, we're going to go ahead and switch angles into my chest of drawers behind me here. And so let's go ahead and get into it. All right, here we are to pick some products. I'm going to start off with foundation. I'm not going to pick any primers this month. I have 2 primers and projects for March. One is hydrating and one is matte. So I think that will cover me. I still currently have my stick foundation from L'Oreal in my Partners in Creme project. So what else do we want to pull this month? I thought about pulling the ColourPop Pretty Fresh, but to be honest, I just want whatever the other foundation is to be something that I enjoy. And so I haven't really used this Revlon Candid foundation too much, so that's an option. Also want to pull in my Missha BB cream at some point. So I think this month I'm going to go ahead and go with my BB cream from Missha. That's the Perfect Cover BB cream. And I have 2 shades, 23 and 27, and I mix them together to get my perfect shade. So I'm going to pull these. All right. Next is concealer. And for this month, I definitely want to pull this Charlotte Tilbury Magic Way concealer and just try to use it up. In fact, I might roll this into my Partners in Creme project. I'll think on that. But for now, I definitely want to pull it into Shop My Stash. I think I also, it's going to be the month of the puffy applicator, I guess. But I think I also want to pull in my Maybelline Instant Age Rewind Eraser Concealer. All right, next is powder. Everything kind of gets shuffled around when I open up my drawers and move them around for this, but I do have 2 Hourglass powders in projects currently. So, and I'm just about done with my number 7 Perfect Light Pressed powder. In fact, it may be gone already by time you see this. But I do want to pull in a loose powder this month. I think I'm going to pull in my Laura Mercier translucent loose setting powder. This is the mini, and I think that's all I'm going to pull in this month. I was thinking maybe of the Sephora Micro Smooth powder, but I think I want to get a good jump start on my full-size Hourglass powder and they're kind of similar. So, all right, next is bronzer, and I have a matte as well as a cream bronzer in Projects. So I thought I'd look and pull a more luminous bronzer this month. Let's see here. One option would be this Clinique one. I haven't pulled that in a while. I think I'll wait on this Kiko Milano. It tends to work a little better for me when I'm more tan. We have the Hourglass and the Nabla, and one I haven't pulled in is this Wet n Wild Color Icon bronzer, so that might be an option, as well as the Nabla. What do you guys think? I wish I could get your opinions. Are you shouting at the screen like, go with this one, go with that one? Let us see. I feel like I've pulled the Nabla one into Shop My Stash before. I'm not entirely sure. I also have this little Tarte one. This is the Park Ave Princess, and I do have pan in that one. I think I'll save that one for later. I think I'm gonna go actually with the Hourglass one because it is a little bit of a lighter bronzer, and I would like to get some use out of this before, you know, my skin starts to naturally deepen just a little bit. And it is newer to my collection, like super duper new. So I think I'm gonna pull this one in this month. Okay, here is the highlighter drawer. I have in Projects right now a more vanilla highlighter and then a peachy highlighter. So what could I add that might be nice? I pulled a palette in last month with my Charlotte Tilbury Bar of Gold. One thing I definitely would like to pull in at some point would be this Flower Beauty Shimmer and Strobe. But I don't have a cream one in. I thought about putting in this ColourPop light stick in the shade Bullseye because it's gold, and I don't have a golden highlighter in. So that's an option. But I also have this one from Estate that I got from my girl Angela that I haven't tried yet. That looks really pretty. But again, I don't have a cream. Maybe I don't need a cream. Okay, that's an option. What else? Kylie. I also have ColourPop Lunch Money that I don't think I've had in a little while. And Essence Pure Nude. I think I want to pull something newer. I think I'm going to go with this Estate highlighter from Angela. And that's it. Is it? I don't know. Yeah, I think I'm going to go in with this Estate highlighter. All right. In terms of blush for the month of March, I have a pink, a peach, a like dusty rose, a neutral color. So let's see what else we think we might want to pull. This is my powder blush drawer. The Ofra and Samantha March back there. What shade is this? This is the shade Tea Rose from Milani. I haven't tried that one yet. It's new from Angela. Let's see. Oh, this NYX Sweet Cheeks is really fun for spring. It's in the shade Citrine Rose, and it's just like a really pretty coral shade. That might be a possibility. These two from Essence that I really haven't pulled in. The other thing I thought about pulling in this month is this one from Clinique. Just don't use it all that much, and it's really pretty. I especially think these two shades would be unique to what I already have in projects. So I actually think I'll pull this in for powder blush this month, and we'll save the next one for another month. All right, this is my cream blush drawer. With spring in mind, I'm trying to keep that in mind for my choices, and also to pick some more unique colors versus what I already have in projects. One option would be this Fenty Beauty Cheeks Out Freestyle Cream Blush in the shade Strawberry Drip. Another one would be this one from Patrick Ta in the shade Do We Know Her. It has a really nice coral side to it here with a peach powder blush, so that might be an option. I also thought about pulling in this Maybelline Cheek Heat in the shade Nude Burn. Oh, and then we have this beauty right here. I really haven't used this one as much as I wanted to in the month of February. I just had a real influx, but it's so pretty. That would also add a highlighter to the mix. What do we think? Help me decide. And I do think I want to pull in the Patrick Ta blush in Do We Know Her. And I think that's it for cream blush. It feels like I'm not picking a lot, but when you see what I have in projects and Shop My Stash all together, I think you'll understand better. All right, next is my face palette drawer. And we already kind of picked one with the 3 blush palettes, but these are all palettes that have multiple types of products in them. So not just all blush or all highlighter or etc. I'm really keen to pull this one in. I also got this from my girl Angela, who got it from our other friend Jeannie. This is so pretty, but I feel like it's going to be more appropriate and fun to pull that in closer to summer. Another one I really want to pull in is this one from Charlotte Tilbury. I'm actually thinking about, working on panning this a little bit this year. I don't feel like I'm going to pull any face palettes this month. I think that is the decision. I really want to make some progress on my Project Pan products this month. See how I go now that I have 3 projects going, and then know a little bit better how much I can handle next month. All right, this is like my single eye products, mascara, things like that. And in terms of a single eye product, I did well with this one last month. Let's see if I pull out this Maybelline Color Tattoo in the shade Socialite. If I get any use out of it this month, it'll probably be as a base or maybe like a quick no makeup kind of day. But I do like to try and rotate in single eye products every month if possible, because these type of things can get away from us if we're not careful. And I think I'm going to go ahead and swap out my Ulta Matte Eye Primer in Nude for my MAC Paint Pot in Painterly. I do love this. I want to get some use out of it this month and whatnot. And then I also have a little sample of the NARS Smudge Proof eyeshadow base that I am just about finished with. I'm kind of alternating with that one and, a more tinted base. But that one I've already popped the stopper and whatnot, so there you go. All right, so that is that for the complexion, base, colored face products, etc. So let's go ahead and look at eyeshadow palettes. I'm not going to be choosing any lippies this month just because in February I did the 28 days of lipstick challenge for 2021 over on my Instagram. So this month, I just want to enjoy playing with lippies overall. All right, so this is what we have chosen so far, plus 2 palettes for this month that I've already chosen ahead of time. The Sigma Enchanted palette. If you haven't seen it, it's so pretty and so springy. And I haven't even put this on my eyeballs yet, which is an absolute shame. So I'm pulling that in this month. And then I'm going to be doing a color challenge over on Instagram with 2 of my friends using the Juvia's Place, the Magic Mini. So I pulled that one. And then, as you guys know, I've been doing a custom palette with some of my eyeshadow singles every month. So I will have that as a 3rd palette option, as well as I have a palette coming up in my monochromatic Project Pan update. So stay tuned for that. So that is 3 palettes that I currently have to work on this month. All right, I'm not quite sure how well this angle is going to work for us, but we're going to give it a shot. This drawer is some of my smaller palettes as well as my drugstore type palettes. I think I'm going to be looking for a little bit of neutral this month to go with some those colorful palettes there. But I just want a little bit of selection. They may or may not get used a whole ton depending on my content for the month as it, shapes up essentially. But, we're going to pick what we want to pick this month. I was really tempted to pull in the ColourPop off Melrose palette, but I used it a lot last month, so I decided not to. I've also thought about the Maybelline Nudes of New York as a possibility. I also have some ColourPop palettes here that I really haven't used much. I kind of feel like I wanted to pull in this ColourPop Mandalorian The Child palette. 1, I haven't used it that much, and 2, I will be filming some sort of look for St. Patrick's Day this month, so I might make use of that. And I think that's all I'm going to pull for this drawer. All right, I think this is as good as I'm going to get in terms of a shot for my drawer here. Just trying to think what might add some value to the palettes that I already have chosen. And I'm probably only going to pick maybe 1 more or 2 more palettes here. So, actually I think I'm going to pull my Carli Bybel palette. I love this and I think it's going to be perfect for spring. And while spring doesn't come in until the end of March, I'm getting a head start. I need it. This is so pretty for spring. I've been wanting to pull it in. And it has some really nice mattes in here that might go with some of the other palettes and singles that I've chosen. So I'm going to pull this one. I actually feel like this is probably going to be enough for me this month. Just like I said, getting adjusted to 3 projects going at one time, and I'm really excited about that, but I also don't want to overload myself either. So I'm going to go ahead and lay everything out a little better, and I'll show you one more time everything that we picked.